All right, everyone. So I played the Battlefield beta this weekend, and I have to say I love the game. It is exactly what I wanted it to be. It reminds me of the good old days of playing Battlefield 3. It just was fun, right? It just was a great time. And I think there was obviously there's always room for improvement. On the Xbox, I did have some issues with it crashing, which seems to happen with just every EA game. So it's an EA problem and it's an Xbox problem more than necessarily with just this game. But I found matches quick. Matches were fun. I was in and out of game. Like I love games that let you finish a match. They get you right into another one if you want. I don't have to do a million things. I just can get right into another one, and I absolutely, absolutely love it. And I can't be more pumped for what's to come, especially with this channel. Okay, so we started this channel after we played the beta because I just think it's everything I wanted in the game, and I want to make sure that I can now be covering it as much as I want with a new channel, so it's not part of our, you can click below for our larger gaming channel, but I just wanted to make sure we have something here dedicated to Battlefield 6 because this is a cool moment, right? Where we finally have a game that's living up to what we want it to be. It reminds me so much of Battlefield 3. It reminds me of Call of Duty 4, not in the sense that they play the same, but that it has that I could play this for hours because it's addicting and it's fun without just shoving microtransactions and cosmetics and everything down your throat. And I don't mind cosmetics. My problem is the games nowadays, you play them, and the only reason you're continuing to play is to get to said cosmetic instead of just playing because it's fun. That's what we used to do, right? That's what Battlefield 3 and Call of Duty 4. Sure, they had rank up system, a ranking system so you can rank up, but they didn't have all of these different things. You just played because you were like, this game rocks. And there's so much of that in this Battlefield game, right? And I do think that there was a level of while I was playing that even though I was playing on a lot of the same maps because it is a beta, even though I was going through modes, but I was finding my favorite modes and I was using, a lot of the same guns, I was just addicted. I was just having such a good time. And I can't wait to get the second half of this beta and to see what it is. But I just think this is a perfect foundation for them to build on. Everything is here. And I know they're coming out with a battle royale, which I'm not against them coming out with a battle royale. I pray that they don't screw this up. I pray that it doesn't come out, has a ton of success, and they say, oh, we have all this success. Let's kill the franchise again. Don't do that. Okay. You had such a high player count. You had such good praise for the game. Everybody's loving it. People are, and look, it's not that it's perfect, but we don't need perfect. Okay. We're always going to have something to criticize, and then you go and you fix it. We don't need perfect. We just need fun. Okay. That's the bottom line with gaming. I don't know where it became this thing with games where we have all of these different, boxes we have to check. There's only one box that you have to check with gaming. Is it fun? And if it's fun, we will overlook, oh, there's, this graphical issue. It exists. They fix it. Boom, we're fine. We just want the game to be fun and playable. And so far with the Battlefield 6 beta, it was fun and it was playable. And it just felt like there was a lot of love put into the game. And it might sound weird to say that, but it's almost like as gaming has become bigger and bigger and bigger, and as graphics have gotten better, and the things they could do in gaming have been expanded out. They've replaced kind of the love of it for well, we're going to make this look as good as possible. When what we really want, and look, we want it to look good, we want it to look cool, but what we really want from it is that love and attention. And people that are like, we're Battlefield fans. We want to make this just like the Battlefield we remember. And we're not going to be any other game. This was part of the beauty, and I always go back to it, of that era in gaming where you had Call of Duty 4, Gears of War, Halo, Battlefield, is that all of these games just knew what they were. Halo wasn't trying to be Call of Duty. Call of Duty wasn't trying to be Halo. Gears wasn't trying to be Halo. Gears wasn't trying to be Call of Duty. Battlefield wasn't trying to be Call of Duty. Battlefield wasn't trying to be Gears. Battlefield wasn't trying to be Halo. Right? All the games said, no, we're our own game. We're doing things our way. And sure, okay, this game, we're going to take that a little bit, right? Maybe there are things that you can use to improve your game, but we just want like to have all these different options of I want a team-based game, something that's not about your KD. That's Battlefield. That's always how I used to look at it, right? When I would put in Call of Duty, it'd say this is a KD thing. right? We're here for the kill death ratio. When you put in Battlefield, you're like, no, I'm going to be the medic. I'm going to run around. I'm going to revive everybody. That's how I played it. And this beta delivered on that. It was so fun. Like I said, there's going to be issues. But the issues I overlooked because I just had so much fun playing it. I couldn't put the controller down. I was a little pissed because I was playing Mafia Old Country. You could watch that on our gaming channel, and that took away a little bit from my beta time, right? Because and Mafia Old Country, by the way, is also fantastic, which is why I was playing that. But it was like, man, you had to shove two great games into this. So we're going to be covering a lot of Battlefield 6 news. We're going to be covering everything that has to do with Battlefield 6. Stay tuned, and thank you all for watching. We will see you next time.